Talk about an active scene right now in the Bronx. Firefighters still searching for anybody that may possibly be trapped inside the building. No, those people are gone already. We know that. But underneath the building is what we're talking about here. Crews that are in the recovery mode right now. Firefighters using their hands, going through the rubble, as well as using drones and robotics and canine units. And the robotics look like dogs. First responders race to the scene of the destruction on Billingsley Terrace. That's near Phelan Place in Morris Heights just before 3:40 today. That's where Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan is right now. He kicks off our breaking coverage. Jim?
Bill, did you hear him in the news conference? We are searching for life, and that frantic, dramatic search is going on right over there in that huge mountain of rubble that is all that's left of the corner of this building in the Bronx. Take a look as you go up the stairs into those apartments. Until shortly before 4 o'clock this afternoon, people lived in those apartments. We know that so far, at least, nobody has been found in the rubble, but there is still a mountain to go through. They are doing that now. Again, it was shortly before 4 o'clock. The streets were crowded with people. Many people saw this all unfold in front of them this afternoon. We talked to some of them today. You saw people inside the building. Do you mean you saw them coming down?
No, like inside the deli that's down there.
Oh, on that first floor?
Yeah. It came from the top first, and it just started falling down everywhere.
When you saw the building coming down, what was that like? What were you seeing?
Oh, no, like, it was a lot, it was a lot of sand. Like, my eyes, I couldn't see nothing. My eyes were hurting because the sand was going to my eyes.
I just see a lot of stuff just flying down. I didn't even know it was a building falling until I really looked, man. And then it was the building that's there like that.
Now, you saw all this. When did it occur to you? How long did it take before you realized, wow, that building's coming down?
Like, it took me a good minute.
The structure just collapsed midway and scared her. She started walking backwards, still, meanwhile, taking a photo.
Still taking a photo. There is a lot of video online circulating in the aftermath of this crash. We want to just point out that this search by heroic firefighters is going on right now in the cold. They are going through this rubble. They plan on continuing to go through this rubble till they can assure family members that there is no one trapped underneath, and so far, at least, that is the answer. So far, they have found nobody, but they still have a lot of rubble to go through. Bill?
Jim, thank you so much. That line about searching for life hit me as well. And before that, they had said, we're tunneling into a pile, but doing it safely. And that pile brings back remembrances of what piles mean in New York. And this was a micro example of that, and I know what you were feeling when you heard that.
Yeah, certainly flashing back to the enormous pile from 9/11, but right now there is still the possibility that there are people trapped in this pile. They are going through that to make sure that there is no one there trapped underneath, because remember, this isn't something that big. There are basically 6 floors that fell down, and there could be somebody in an air pocket. There could be people down there, and they want to make sure. Remember, I just want to point out, there's a grocery store on the first floor there, and then there's a bus stop that's right outside, so there could be people. They want to make sure that there aren't any people underneath all that rubble still alive.
It was really amazing to see these guys pull back when they were told something's weird, so let's just pull back to be safe. And the minute they were given the green light, Jim, they just went there like football players trying to get to the end zone. It was amazing.
Bill, you know firefighters well. You know that this is what they signed up for. This is the kind of heroic work they do, and they were not going to be deterred. Yeah, they were pulled off for a minute, but literally, what was it, 5 minutes later, they were right back in that pile with their power saws and with their hands searching through that rubble.
Yeah, it was really amazing to see. Jim, thank you for that. You'll have the latest, I know, later on this evening, and I appreciate your hard work there. Keep it up and keep us, if you need to get in to this show anytime with new information, just let us know, Jim, and thank you very much.
Okay, man.
All right. Meanwhile, Fire Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh saying just moments ago, this is an active investigation. The search and rescue operation will not stop, she says, until officials confirm there's no one underneath all of that rubble. With that part of our coverage, continuing it now from the scene, Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang. Luce?
are watching the scene from Cat Corner to this last apartment building. They brought in another truck. You see the truck at work there, taking down the scaffolding. This mounded at least the second floor. That's what's left for them to go through. You see the firefighters lined up in a perimeter around it, waiting for clearance for the green light to go back in and dig by hand, bucket by bucket. This is what the firefighters focus. This is what their focus is on right now. They will not rest until they see the street, the sidewalk under this pile. They can confirm with their eyes there are no bodies underneath. We know that the entire building has been evacuated. 47 apartment units in this building, 6 businesses. They have evacuated everyone. The preliminary search did not turn up any victims, but they are not resting until they clear all this debris as quickly, as safely as possible. We heard from the fire commissioner, Laura Kavanaugh, just a few minutes ago.
Our members behind me as we speak are still conducting search and rescue, and they will do so until we either find someone or confirm that there is no one under that rubble. So as Zach mentioned, our units were here in under 2 minutes, and all of our specialized training and resources that we have for an incident like this have gone to work. We have our drone up, surveying the area, seeing if we can find additional information about potential patients and areas of potential instability. We have our canine unit here helping us search for potential victims.
During the news conference, they also explained how these firefighters practice on this very scenario. They have piles of debris that they work on, they practice on, and they drill on, so that when there is a real life emergency, as we are seeing unfolding before our eyes right now, no one is startled by it. They know exactly what to do. They know the protocol. They know how to advance and how to do it quickly and how to do it safely. The million-dollar question, of course, is why did the corner of this building collapse like a house of cards? That is for investigators to tackle. Right now, it is for firefighters to tackle this mound of debris until they can see the bottom of it and determine that indeed no one is underneath. And this is the image of heroes at work. Bill.
There's no question as we see them do these electric saws that are just, throwing those sparks out, and they're trying to get those bars, those metal bars, chopped up so they can move this out safely and get to the bottom of that rubble, because they just don't know whether anyone is still alive under that or if anyone is in there at all. They just don't know, but it is in their interest and in all of our interest to try to find that, no question. Lucy, explain to our viewers where exactly you are. What vantage point do you have?
Bill, I am catty corner to the collapsed building. I'm on the roof of the apartment building, catty corner to that, and we have been watching this scene unfold all evening from this vantage point. We have a direct view into this terrible wreckage. We can see the firefighters at work down there. We can see the trucks being, one fire truck was pulled back, the ladder truck was pulled back a little bit. This other bulldozer has come in the last few minutes. We see the firefighters lined up on the side waiting to get on top of that debris pile again through the evening. We have seen them on the pile, off the pile, on the pile, off the pile, as they go through the rhythm of going through this pile, keeping these firefighters as safe as possible.
Yeah, no question. You look upward with your eyes and you can see what's left of that building. Much of it's still standing. You live in a high-rise building. Anyone in Manhattan lives for the most part. Anywhere in Manhattan, it's mostly high-rise buildings. That's what this city is made of. And you think, my gosh, this was in 1915 or 1925. We have gotten various reports, but it's an older building, and things can happen if they're not kept up. And anyone in a high-rise building has thoughts like that. I'm sure you do too, mother of several kids.
That's right. I want to see if you can zero in on the drone there. It's about about on the 4th floor, watching this drone has been up as long as we've been here, giving them a view of all the various levels of this building. You have to know that they are watching this to make sure there isn't further collapse. You have firefighters underneath this this collapse or on the side of the debris pile, so they have to be very careful that there isn't risk of further structural collapse from this building. You see the floors are just dangling.
Yep, and that's why these firefighters, the brave firefighters down below, trying to go through that rubble and looking down, knowing that looking up is being taken care of by this drone, which is communicating immediately to the chiefs and the higher ups and telling them when they have to get out, if they have to get out.